Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm excited to show you how to make this adorable farmhouse-style Easter wreath. With its rustic carrot patch sign, vibrant carrots, lush greenery, and beautiful ribbons, this wreath is perfect for adding a touch of spring charm to your home. Whether you're crafting it for your front door or a seasonal gift, this DIY is super fun and easy to follow. So grab your materials and let's get started. Okay. I found this cute little sign. It says Carrot Patch, Farm Fresh, and Pick Your Own. It's really cute. It's made out of the, I think, MDF wood, I think they call it, or something, but it's really cute. So I have a few different supplies here. We're gonna possibly add some embellishments like these cute little carrots and some greenery. Here's just our pipe cleaners for the frame, and this is called jute stripe mesh. This is really pretty. It has some neutral colors, they're greens and burlap color, and a darker green in case this one's too light to cover this. We'll see. And then I have 3 different kinds of ribbon that I picked out so far. So let's get started. I'm excited about this. It seems like even though we haven't got a lot of snow this year in Wisconsin, it's been a long winter anyway. So these carrots are just adorable. I got them at the Dollar Tree, or the $1.25 store, I guess. I also have another variety that I think these ones I got at Hobby Lobby, so I wasn't sure. They have a little wire we might be using. I have floral pins, my rotary cutter, your wire cutter, and your scissors you're gonna need. And we are gonna be using some hot glue today as well. So I have it in my glue pot, my Surebonder glue pot. I'll put that in all of my other stuff that I use. I'll put that in my description of this video so you can see where I get my items. Okay, so I'm just gonna set this off to the side for now. So I have a couple ideas about this, something a little different, so we'll see how it goes. First of all, we have to cut our mesh for our wreath frame first. Okay, so this is called a pancake frame, and it is awesome. It's really nice for beginners or people who are advanced. You can do all kinds of different things with this. A pancake frame is just so that the wreath could be thin and fit between a storm door and a screen door. But you can make it thicker if you want. You can do just a lot of different things, but it's very beginner friendly. It has holes in it here and little notches, and so you put the pipe cleaner through here and pull it up through the notch. So every one of these that has a notch, you're going to put a pipe cleaner through. There's 6 on the inside here, and then there's 6 on the outside. So it's really easy to use and understand. There's a couple extra holes, and those are here, here, and here, and oops, here, sorry, these 2 and these 2. So these would be to attach a sign if you wanted. These 2 are to attach a bow. Now, you absolutely don't have to do that. It's just there as a convenience. So sometimes I use them, sometimes I have my frame turned weird and I just figure out a different way. So, but let's get started. I'm going to set this aside as well. So we're going to cut our mesh first. And this is called jute stripe mesh. Okay. And this is really a nice mesh. Oops. Sticking to itself. Mesh likes to do that. So this is really pretty. I don't know if you can see that. Has the stripes in it like that. It's very pretty. So I have that one, and then I also have this darker green as well, and this is fabric mesh. So these are two of my favorite meshes, deco meshes I should say, or mesh that I like to work with. I believe this is an olive green color. So this is really pretty as well. Okay, so I'm gonna just cut this. I think we're gonna cut this today at 20 inches. And first of all, I'm gonna just cut a nice clean edge. Just to start off with. Okay. So I'm just gonna adjust this just a little bit so you can see. Oops, see here. There we go. Okay. And so we're gonna do we're going to do 6 cuts of these. Let's see, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Next, we're going to load our frame, and I usually try to do coordinating pipe cleaners. So these will show. We're going to cut them off, but we still would like for them to look nice. So it doesn't matter where you start. I usually start on the inside just out of habit, and we're just going to line them up so they're somewhat even on here, and then we'll just twist it like this towards the top. Just twist one good twist and pull it towards the inside. Okay, so we'll go to the next notch. Okay, and we're going to do the same thing. Just pull it tight to the frame. Twist a good twist once or twice, just to the, and pull it into the center. I'll put a list of all the supplies. And for this one that I'm doing, I'm gonna call it a wreath recipe, because you can use this recipe that I'm doing for any season that you want. It's just so versatile. And that's what I love about these frames. Okay, so we got these in here. Now we'll do the outside. Same thing. Okay, so it was that easy. It was really quick. Okay. So I think now what we're going to do is we're going to put the dark green down. We'll do a ruffle, and then we'll do kind of a cruffle on the top of it with this color. I think that will look nice. So all I'm going to do is you can just take something that's a little bit heavier and put it towards the end here. Okay, and then I'm just gonna put this under just a tiny bit like this. And then in the middle, I'm just gonna take my thumb and my forefinger here, and I'm just gonna gather it. Just walk your fingers up the middle. Just take your time. As you do this more often, you'll get quicker and quicker at it. But I'm just using my thumbs kind of to push forward with it and walking my fingers up the mesh. And then I have all of this that's stuck to it. So you have to get your mesh out of the way. Oops. There we go. Let's get that out of the way there. Okay, so we're just going to continue on. We're just going to walk our fingers up. Kind of tuck this under a little bit when you get close to the end. Then you have a little ruffle like this, okay? So then we're gonna start on the top, the outside. I'm gonna start on the outside here first. Okay, and we're gonna push tight to the frame. I'm just pushing it tight to the frame. Just use your fingers and pull it tight with the chenille stem and twist one good time, okay? Then we're going to take these two pieces and we're just going to fold them right underneath each other. They kind of naturally do that, but we're going to just help it along. Okay, so it'll be kind of poofy like that, okay? Now we'll go to the next one here and do the same thing. Okay, so we'll do all the dark green. And you can separate your mesh first if you want, that's fine. So we only did 6, we're gonna have to do 6 more. But I was thinking about what method I wanted to do. Because there's a lot of different options with this frame, it's really nice. But the striped mesh is really pretty, but it's very see-through. So you would be able to see through that wood. So we need to have a darker color underneath. Because we don't want to see our frame. Okay, so let's just move these out of the way for a minute. Grab a piece here and we're going to do that again. So sometimes it helps just to hold it towards the end like that. Again, we cut these at 20 inches. So I'm just using my thumbs, just roll it under just a little bit. Mesh will fray, but sometimes if you roll it under, it protects it a little bit better. Okay, then we'll go in the middle. We're just going to pinch and just walk our fingers right up the middle. Just teeny tiny, we're gathering it and just walking right up the middle. And then just kind of fold that under like that, and you got your little bow tie again. And I am doing it facing down. Okay, go to the next one on the outside. Push it tight to the frame. We'll twist one good twist, and we'll take our mesh and we'll just fold it under each other. And if it is stuck like that, we'll just take our scissors, gently cut it. You don't really want to pull on this, you just want to be gentle with it. There we go. Okay. We're just just going to continue to do this all the way around. And then when we get done with the outside, we're going to add our curl on the top and our ribbon before we go to the inside. So I'm just going to finish going all the way around, and then I will be back. I always wear an apron because mesh likes to stick to your clothes, and so unless you want to just wear like an older shirt or something, you can do that too. But I always just wear an apron because I never know if what I'm gonna be doing when I'm doing my projects exactly. I might end up painting or something like that, and don't want to get it on my clothes. But everybody's different, whatever you're comfortable with. We're going to add this mesh, our striped mesh, all the way around. Okay, so with this mesh, what I'm going to do is, let me move this out of the way for just a second here so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to do something called the woodland ruffle. And you can do it a couple different ways. Sometimes people will roll it on the mat, which I'm going to show you, and then some people roll it up like on the front. It's easier that way too. So what we're going to do is we are going to do the curl side up on this, and I'm going to just roll this in just a couple times to protect the edges. 2 or 3 times you can do that. Okay, then we're going to take a little clip I got from the Dollar Tree, or you can use a chip clip. Okay, turn it around and do the same thing on this side. Just a couple times like that. Okay, and then we're going to do the same thing as we did, similar to what we did on the outside. We're just going to pinch it in the middle, and we're just going to roll it up like this. Okay. And then we're going to put it down again like this. And we're going to add it to our frame on the outside. Okay, so we're just going to add this right here. Now I'm going to untwist mine. You don't have to, you can just twist right on top of that, whatever you want. And all I'm going to do with this is just put it right here on the top and pull it tight one time. Okay? And we'll just adjust this carefully like this. Okay, and then we'll add our ribbon in here in just a minute. Let's do this first though. Okay, so I'm going to put this aside so you can see that again. So the first one, we just did a ruffle, okay? And we turned it over like it's like a bow tie, and we have it facing down. Then we adjusted our mesh underneath one another so it's flatter. Now we're going to add a little ruffle on here. Okay, just to give it some dimension, make it look pretty. Okay, so I'm going to put that down there. I'm going to take and curl this under once or twice like this. Take my clip, and then I'll turn it around. Do the same thing. We're just going to twist it once or twice like that. Then we're going to pinch it in the middle and just ruffle it right up the center until we get to the other side like this. Okay, and then I'm going to untwist this and set it right in the middle. And just twist it once, and then we'll just adjust this like this just a little bit. There we go. Like I said, it likes to stick to each other. So just adjust it gently. There we go. And I'm just going to continue to do this all the way around, and then we will do our ribbons tails that are going to go out on the outside here. kind of a sticky mesh, it seems like. Just have to be gentle with it and adjust it here. There we go. There. I don't know if you guys can see that. It looks really pretty though. Gives it some more dimension. This frame here is a 14-inch frame, is what we start off with. But by the time we get done doing our project, it'll probably be approximately like 22 inches wide, I imagine. Okay, so next we're gonna add some ribbon tails. So I have a couple different options here that I was thinking about. I think we're gonna use these two right here. This is like a plaid neutral, and this is like a tan and some white lace on it. It's very pretty. So we're keeping with our colors a little bit here. Okay, so now I'm going to set my wreath aside here for a moment. So I have a ribbon tail board that I got. This is from hotmeshmom.com, and she has different sizes. This is a 13, 14. There's a 10, 12, and I'm not sure, she might have some other sizes as well. But it's just wood that they did, and it's super nice when you're cutting ribbon. When you're cutting a lot of ribbon, I should say. So I'm just going to This is like super pretty ribbon too. So we just need 6 of them. A little bit difficult here. Okay, so then we'll just dovetail our ribbons right away. And so all I'm going to do is just get them all lined up nice. And I'm just going to fold it in half here. And then we're going to cut from the folded part diagonally. There. Then we have a pretty dovetail. So it's important to have sharp scissors when you're cutting your ribbons as well. Fold it in half, cut it on the fold. And then we have a pretty dovetail. Match them together, make like a little ribbon packet. Let's fold them in half like that. So what I would like to do is, when you do this, you can either just have it like, you know, on top like this, or I like to put them up a little bit higher like this, and then pinch right in the center and fold it down, so then both of your ribbons are showing. That's what I like to do. And then we're gonna go here and we're just gonna add them right on top. And we're gonna twist 3 or 4 times to make sure that it's snug in there. And we're gonna leave about an inch. We'll cut this off with our wire cutters, and we'll leave about an inch here, half an inch to an inch. And then we're gonna tuck this little nub thing right underneath our ribbon so that it doesn't show. Okay, and we'll just use our fingers. This is wired ribbon, and we're just gonna fluff it up a little bit like this. There, isn't that pretty? Okay, go to the next one on the outside. So we're only doing the outside right now. And I'm just gonna move this up just a little bit so that I can see both of my ribbons. And then pinch teeny tiny, fold it down like an upside down V, and add it right into our wreath. Then we're gonna twist it 3 or 4 times. This depends. You want to leave, like I said, about a half an inch to an inch of the pipe cleaner. Cut it off, and then you just tuck it right underneath. I'm going to the left. Tuck it right underneath the ribbon, so it looks, so your work looks nice and neat. Now, sometimes if you use a different frame, which is called a work wreath frame, those have pretty pipe cleaners. They're thick, kind of thicker and fuzzy. Those I don't always cut off because those are decorative, but these ones we do want to cut off. So I'm just going to continue doing this all the way around. Okay, we're on our last one now. This is looking so pretty. Okay, so we have it just like that. Okay, so now we are going to set our wreath frame aside. I'm going to grab this piece that I have, which you can get these at the Dollar Tree. And we are going to cover this one with some burlap. And I got this from Hobby Lobby. We'll use this one. Okay, so this is just like 2.5 inch burlap. So I have some floral pins here, just to get it started. We're going to actually, I'll put a little glue on it, I think, too. So let's see here. And all we're going to do is, I'm going to add just a little bit of glue back here. just gonna fold this over like this. And I forgot to grab my little finger things here. So these I just got on Amazon. They do help so you don't burn your fingers so bad. Okay, and then you can just push on that so it doesn't, so you don't get burned. Okay. And then I'm also going to add a floral pin here. See that we're just going to cut this off. Just be careful when I'm going to do it over the garbage. Okay, so we'll go like this, and then we'll just push this floral pin right in here like this. I just use this to push them down. There we go. So we got that started. Now, all we're going to do is we're just going to wrap this around. And we're just going to, we just have to, when we wrap it, we're just going to pull it taut, and then we just need to just barely overlap it. Just pull it tight like that. And we'll just pull this off the spool so that we can do this here. Okay, so we just have it like this. I'm going to just do the same thing. I'm going to just wrap it just where I'm barely overlapping it. I'm going to do that all the way around. You can get this burlap. You can get it at Hobby Lobby. You can get it at Walmart as well. There's a couple different varieties how it comes. So we just want to wrap this frame all the way around. So I'm going to do that, and then I'll be back, okay? So I'm going to just pull it tight like this and just keep wrapping. And if you want, since we have our glue gun on, it doesn't have to be perfect because we're going to, you just want somewhat even, you know, around here, but it doesn't have to be perfect. Crafting is supposed to be fun. So you could add just a tiny bit of glue if you wanted, like right here, every so often, if you wanted to, since we have our glue gun on. Just be careful so you don't burn yourself. Glue in the back, just to finish it off here. And we're going to add one more of these U-pins. Okay, I'm going to do that right there. I'm going to cut this off again a little shorter. Over a garbage can so you don't step on them anywhere. And then these go right through here. You just use your I say that, and then they get difficult, so I'm sorry. There we go. Okay, I got that. Okay. And then I'm just going to cut this off here. Oh. Okay, there we go. We'll set that aside. And it's okay if it isn't perfect. We'll just add another U-pin. We'll just pull it tight. We'll just add another U-pin in there. That'll be fine. No worries. Okay, we're going to trim this off. I'm trimming them off because this is bigger or smaller than our U-pins are, so we want to make sure we don't poke ourselves or something. Okay, now I'm just pushing this down here. Oops. There we go. Okay. There we go. Okay, so now what we're going to do is, I think this will be fun. So what I have an idea to do is, we did our frame on the outside. Now we're going to put this in here like this, okay? We're going to attach this, and then we're going to attach our sign to this, okay? And then we're going to have some pretty, of this pretty greenery coming out, and maybe a few carrots coming out, okay? So that was kind of my vision. I'm excited about it. First to our wreath. Now, what I was thinking is we might be able to attach it just with our pipe cleaners. And then I'm going to pull this like this towards the inside so that it won't show. And we'll just twist and twist. Let's try this on the other side. Okay, so I'm just pulling this over to the inside like this. Oops. And then we're just twisting it. Okay, like this. Okay. Finding our inside pipe cleaners that we already loaded in here, okay? Pull it towards the inside so that our pipe cleaners won't show. And see, this matches this as well, or, you know, our tan or burlap color. If you didn't have the right color, you know, you could use like a wire if you wanted. I'm gonna go just like this. Actually, we can put our hanger on right now. Let's see here. Let's use a long pipe cleaner. I'm going to use the 20-inch pipe cleaners, 20-inch long pipe cleaners. There we go. We'll just thread it down through the top. That'll work as well. I just like to sometimes do this so I do my hanger before I get done, so I know where the top is at. And you don't have to do this. You can also use a long zip tie if you wanted to. That's fine too. Okay, so I'm just making a loop. And I'm gonna pull this up here, and I'm just gonna twist. It's that easy to do. And then we'll just take and we'll tuck the pipe cleaner right down here again, so there's nothing to scratch the door. So that wasn't too hard. Isn't that kind of cool? Okay, I love when you make a wreath and you do different things to make it have more dimension. Makes it fun. Okay. So next, let's put this on. This is our sign. So adorable. Okay, let me find the top of this on. Okay, so here's my loop back here, which is right here. Okay. I just want to make sure we can, let's see, we'll go like this. Okay, so I'm going to take this little string off here. We don't need that. Okay. Just going to flip this over again. Make sure that this is like here. Oops. See that even the mesh snags on my apron. I like this. It's a very pretty mesh, but I don't like when it snags so much. Okay, so we have that on there. Let's see. I think what we should do, let's see here. I guess we could glue it on, because we're gluing it on the burlap. I think we're going to add some wire on here, just in case. We don't want the sign to fall off for any reason. Okay, so I have some gold wire. I think that will be just fine. And like I said, we're going to put some of this greenery around here, and maybe some carrots. I hope you guys like this. I think it's going to turn out so pretty. I need 2 pieces that are about 22 inches long. Just so we have enough to wrap the wire behind the frame here. Okay, so just fold it in half here, and we'll go like this. I think this will be fine. I don't think, there, you can barely see that, so I think that'll be just fine. We're just gonna use the sign, and we'll just twist it a couple times to make it tight, okay? Do the other one as well. So this is about, let's see what it says. This is 22 gauge wire. Okay, I'm gonna just pull it here and just twist the sign, and that will help to make it nice and tight, just a few times. Okay, then we are going to just take our wire and go through the back of the frame. Kind of, let's see here. It goes really easily through the mesh, so you'll be able to feel it. So let's just take the wire. Okay, pull it through the mesh. Let's see here, and we do have an empty hole back here that we didn't use, so we'll put the wire through here. I'll show you the back in just a minute, okay? Okay, so then we'll pull it like this, right up through here. Okay, it wasn't too bad. We'll just twist it a couple times to make sure we got it where we want it. On the back you could. Okay, so here's the top of our wreath. We got that on now. So now I think what I'm going to do is I'll add a little bit of glue around the edge down here with my hot glue gun, and that will be good. Okay, so I'm just lifting this up gently, and I'm just kind of going around the edge here real quick. Be careful so you don't burn yourself. Okay, and then just set your sign down and push it down. And that should be good. Okay, so next we get to add the greenery. So this is what we have so far. Isn't that pretty? something different, something fun. A wreath is all about making layers. So I have this greenery. It's so fun. This is from Hobby Lobby. I think it's a standard greenery that they have all the time, I believe. But it's just something fun. It reminds me of the top of a carrot. And so I'm just gonna cut these pieces off. And these are pushers, so it means they can just slide up and down. So we'll cut them with our wire cutters at the base. And we'll see. I have a couple packs of these, so if we needed some more, we have some more. Let's see here. So we have three, four, five, six. I have another one of these greeneries. Okay, so let's see. Sometimes before I add my greenery, I like to just place it around to get an idea what I'm thinking, okay? I'm just gonna set this in here for a minute and see what we think, okay? I forgot that I glued the sign down. Hopefully I can get it in there now. I forgot. That's funny. Okay, so we'll go here, maybe over here like this. Okay. Well, I want to put a bow down here, so maybe we'll do a little bit up here yet. Well, let's see, maybe we'll just do one more. Okay, like this. Okay, let's see. Well, I want to put my bow there, and maybe we'll do one more up here like this. There, that looks kind of cool. What do you guys think of that? Scooch that up a little bit. Add a little bit of glue. And add that right in there. There we go. Okay. Make a bow right here, and then we'll add some carrots in. We might just do these little carrots in here, or we might do some of these. I'm not sure yet. We'll see after we do our bow. Okay, so I'm just gonna set this aside. This is looking pretty. I think this will be good right like this. Okay. Now I always cut this off. I don't like it there. And then we're gonna do, let's do 12-inch tails, okay? So let's see here. Just gonna bring it over to my project real quick, but I think 12-inch will be fine. Yeah, let's do 12-inch tails. And we're just gonna pinch teeny tiny on here, twist. Then we'll do 6-inch loops. I'm gonna use my hand, go over to the 6, pull it taut, then pinch it teeny tiny in here. And then I always like to twist and put it in the pegs. When you first get your bow maker, these pegs are pretty snug, but as you use them, as you use it, it'll get a lot less, so it'll work out good. Okay, I have a bunch of these, so or I shouldn't say a bunch, I have a few because I teach classes on this in person as well, so I needed some bow makers. Okay, I'll just trim this off here. There we go. Set that one aside. Sometimes when you're making the bow, if you want, you can move your loops the way that you would like them to go. So we'll go like this, kind of have them sort of like an X pattern, if you want, like that, just so you can see how it's going to look. Bit of pop of black here just as a center loop here. So this will just be about 2 or 3 inches. There we go. Okay, then we need to have our zip tie. Okay, just like this. It's very pretty. And then just looking for my zip tie here. Here we go. So this is about an 8-inch zip tie we want to use. I like using zip ties. You can just use a Chenille stem or a pipe cleaner if you want. Okay, put your buckle facing down, lift all your layers up. I get my zip tie started, so I'm going to push this down and get this cinched up here a little bit. Our tails down here to the front, so they're all facing forward like this. Yeah. So let's go like this here. We'll just push it through the mesh. Let's flip this over like this. Okay, so here's 2 spots here that we have open. So we could, our pipe cleaner is long, so what we could do is go like this. Put these in here. Okay, I'm just gonna pull it like this. Then we would just pull it tight to the frame like this and just snug it around, twist it around, I mean. Just put it right down into this hole right here. And then everything is still nice and neat back here, okay? It's still nice and neat. Okay, so then we smashed our bow, so we have to adjust it. Okay, we're just gonna use our fingers and just fluff up the bow. So you can start at the bottom, fold it in half, and then just cut upward, okay? So then you have your pretty dovetail. This just kind of twisted weird. So you just take your fingers and you can just roll it upon itself, just like this. And then just pull the inside out a little bit and you get yourself a little curl. Or if you have like a long glue stick, or you have one of the little dowel rods or something. These are the industrial ones. I get these from DecoExchange. And then if you want, you can just take it and you could just roll it like this. If you want to do like that as well. There we go. It's kind of hard to see all of it in the camera, so I'm just kind of turning it to see, so you guys can see it. I think it looks pretty. I think we'll use these carrots just because we have more of a neutral background, and we'll add, these carrots are a little bit darker, I want to say. Add some greenery into our bowl. I'm going to push this up again. I'm just kind of going to set it in here for a moment first again to see what we want to do. I'm just going to hold it up here so I can kind of see. Sometimes you have to just kind of hold it up and look how you want it. Okay, let's see here. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to trim these off a little bit because we don't need them to be that long. Oh, that looks pretty. Okay. Maybe I'll put some more greenery up here. There. Now we'll add our carrots in. So I'm just going to add a little bit of glue here, and we'll just kind of put it in with the greenery so it looks like it's coming out of the greenery. I think that'll be cute. Okay. There, just like that. Oh, that's so cute, you guys. I hope you guys could see that. Oh, that's so adorable. Oh, I have one extra one. Well, I'm not sure what I want to do with that yet. We'll see. I don't know if I want to put it into the bow. I think this looks good like that. So, okay, so let's just, I'm going to use, I have my glue gun on yet, so I'll just use a little bit of glue here. You just need a little bit. And lift the greenery. That should be just fine. These are super light, so that'll be okay. Oops, let's see here. There we go. Sometimes doing the odd numbers looks good, so that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, you guys, I am done. I hope you guys enjoyed this. It was a little bit long, but we did lots of fun stuff in here. And you could do these in steps if you didn't have time to do everything all at once. But I think that turned out really good. I will take a picture of it. It'll be at the end of this video of what it turns out like. And we'll curl these. They kind of fall because I was leaning on it there, but I think this turned out really. Thank you for joining me. And I will hope you guys will subscribe, like and subscribe. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.